Hi friends, welcome back to Get Your Play Online. My name is Darian and today we'll be making Oreo balls. To start us off, we will need some Oreos, cream cheese, some chocolate chips, a fork, a Ziploc plastic baggie, some foil, a microwavable safe small bowl, a big bowl, and a cookie sheet. Now, before we get started doing any cooking or any baking, we have to make sure we wash our hands. Washing our hands is a very important part in being in the kitchen. We have to get all of those germs off, so make sure you wash with soap and warm water. Make sure you get all in between your fingers, all your nails, and then shake off and wipe your hands with a clean towel. All right, so once we've washed our hands, we're going to get our plastic baggie and open it nice and big. And we're going to grab our Oreos, and you can do any Oreos you want. You can do the regular Oreos like I have here. You can do birthday cake ones. You can do vanilla ones, whichever ones are your favorite. My favorite are the original Oreos, and I got the family size because I'm going to be making a lot of Oreo balls today for my family. So you're going to take all the Oreos out and put them in the bag. I think I did all 3 rows. Once you have the Oreos, you're going to zip it up real nice and tight, and you're going to crush. Make sure you're using the palm of your hands to crush and crush and crush. You can use your fist and you can pound, pound, pound. Get all those Oreos all crushed up. It's okay if the cream in the middle is all over the bag. It's not a big deal. It's okay. I think I had some air left over in my bag, so I took it out. I unzipped it, and now I'm back to crushing. Crushing got a little hard, so I grabbed a rolling pin. You can grab a rolling pin, you can grab a spatula or a wooden spoon. You can just crush, 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 crush. All until they're really nice and small pieces. Once you've done crushing all of your Oreos, you're gonna, I'm still crushing. Crush, 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 all big down. All over. So once you're finished crushing your Oreos, this is how it should look. Nice small pieces. So now you're going to take your big bowl and you're going to take the Oreo pieces that you just crushed up and dump them all into that big bowl. Now for this part, I try to get as much of the pieces that were stuck to the bag back into the bowl. So you can see I'm kind of moving my fingers around to get those all off. Then I took my fork and kind of crushed up the big pieces that I saw. Now you can take some cream cheese and you're going to undo the packaging and you're going to dump that into our Oreo mixture. And I took out the cream cheese about 10 minutes before making any of this. So make sure you leave the cream cheese out, that way it's nice and soft. So once your cream cheese is in your Oreos, you're going to start folding. So folding is how I'm picking up the Oreo pieces and pushing them inside of the cream cheese. And you're going to keep on doing that. And it's going to feel a little squishy and a little hard too from the Oreo bits. But you're going to make sure that you're crushing them in your fingers and get them all mixed up. At this point, I was really smelling those Oreos and they smelled so good. Now you're going to keep on folding and folding, making sure that you have all those Oreo pieces inside of the cream cheese. You got to make sure it's mixed up really, really good. And you can feel, and you can even see that I'm feeling the Oreos and the cream cheese in between my fingers. Now, once you're all mixed up, your mixture is going to kind of come together and almost look like a mud pie. So, after you're doing that, you're going to stick it in the fridge, and now we're going to get started on the chocolate. So you're going to grab your microwavable safe bowl and your chocolate chips. Now I used semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whichever kind of chocolate you like. I put about a cup of chocolate chips inside of my bowl. Now we're going to put in the microwave for 30 seconds. And we're going to get started on preparing our cookie sheet. So you're going to grab a cookie sheet and some foil. And you're going to make sure that the foil goes all the way over the cookie sheet. You can fold the edges in, fold the corners in, make sure it's nice and stuck on there. Now we're going to go back to our chocolate chips, take it out, and as you can see, and you can grab a fork too, and as you can see, not really melted yet. So we're going to stick it back into the microwave for another 30 seconds. Now, while that's in the microwave, we're going to clean up our station. We got to make sure our station is nice and clean. That way it's easy for us to assemble our Oreo balls. Got to make sure all the Oreo crumbs are off of the counter and sweep them up into the napkin. And make sure all the stickiness is off as well. And then throw it in the trash can. So now, once we did the microwave for another 30 seconds, now we see that our chocolate chips are all nice and melty. And that's what your chocolate wants to look like. So now we have our Oreo cookies mixture that we took out of the fridge, our melted chocolate, and our cookie sheet. So you're going to do a pinch size, so get your fingers together and just grab some of the cookie, and it's about the size of a ball. And then you're going to put it in between your hands and roll it up to about that size, and you're going to dunk it into the chocolate mixture, and then you're going to place it on the cookie sheet. Now these balls, they do not have to be perfect. They can be big, they can be small, they can be square, whatever size you want, as long as they're a size that fits what you want. You can even use shapes. If you want to do triangles instead of circles, you can do that. Whatever you want for your Oreo mixture, that's what you can use. Sometimes, if I'm feeling a little fancy, I'll even grab some sprinkles or some little peanuts and put them on top of the melted chocolate. That way it kind of melts all together. As you can see, my fingers are getting rather messy. They're getting all filled with Oreos and milk chocolate, but I keep on going. And if you don't like your hands to be dirty and messy, you can always grab some gloves or use paper bags or small Ziploc bags to protect your hands. But I don't mind getting my fingers all dirty and messy. Plus, I like the way that the Oreo mixture feels. It's kind of squishy. Now, once your cookie sheet is all filled up, look at your hands. We got to wash that off. So we're going to wash our hands real quickly. All right, make sure you use your soap and your water. Okay, always use soap and water when washing your hands, and make sure you rinse off all of your soap. Sometimes I count to 20 or I sing my ABCs. That's how I know I've done a good wash. And again, shake them off, grab a clean paper towel, dry them on up, and throw it in the trash can. Now you're good to go and you're good to eat them. And when you don't feel like eating them, you can just put them in the fridge, and that's how they'll stay nice and solid. All right, guys, thank y'all for watching.